Today we're going to focus on love with the question, how does he or she feel about me? But before we begin, welcome viewers. If you're new, I provide free readings on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. If you don't want to miss out on those, go ahead and subscribe. Any question you have about me should be answered in the description, or you can email me at momentsare.yt@gmail.com. Alright guys, what I want you to do is take a deep breath and focus on the person you are interested in. If there's more than one person you're asking about, choose one pile for one and another for the second one. We're focusing because we want to know how this person feels about you, the viewer. By using the law of attraction, you'll find answers you seek from the pile you're drawn to. Green, golden cat's eye, blue, or clear. Take your time before picking to make sure that that's a pile for you. And if you need to, you can pause the video now to take more time. Alright guys, we are going to go ahead and start with green. Okay, I'm going to move these out of the way for a minute. Okay, green. So how does this person feel? How do they feel about you? Well, if you're worried about maybe that you did something wrong or whatever, either they don't hold you, either they don't think that you did anything wrong, or whatever you did that you might be worried about, they totally forgive you for that. They see you as basically like somebody who can't really do anything wrong. All right? They feel unity with you. You understand that the love shared with another is amplified and has a ripple effect across the universe. So yeah, they want to be with you. They feel united. They feel as if you and them are a pair. You're two people that fit together. And serendipity comes up to let you know that you can get some confirmation about how they feel based on some of that stuff that happens that's just too coincidental to explain away by mere chance. So if you want some kind of form of confirmation that this reading is accurate, look for that serendipitous experiences, okay? And again, they don't feel like you could do anything wrong. They feel extremely united with you. They feel like you are a we, not a me and you. You're a we. And you'll be experiencing a lot of those serendipitous experiences. And the advice for you here is power. You want to make certain that you step into your power in this relationship, and that's something that you can do to just tie this together stronger. But I know that a lot of you are wanting to know, well, okay, that's great, but do they love me? Do they feel that love, that deep love for me? And I'm going to go ahead and draw two clarifying cards just to make sure that we answer this question, because I certainly don't want to leave you without any answers. Okay, so this is how they feel about the relationship with you, okay? How they feel about the relationship. Okay, they want you to give it a chance. If there's some kind of forgiveness that needs to happen, they're saying, hey, give this a chance. You're not going to regret it, okay? So this does have the energy that it needs in order for it to turn into a really good love match. And another one, are they in love? How do they feel? How do they feel? How do they feel? Okay, vision. All right. Now what this says on the card is no matter what, you see the bigger picture of a loving, just universe. In this reading, what this means is that they see a future with you. Okay? So we're not getting straight out, they like you, they love you, that kind of thing. But what we are getting is they feel extremely positive about you. This is a very positive experience. They look at you with love. for a very small portion of you, they might be wanting you to forgive them. So just kind of keep that in mind. But in general, this is about you. It's not about them. So they feel like they could forgive you for anything that you could possibly do. That's not that's not to say, hey, go out and do whatever you want. It's just they just don't see how you could do anything wrong. They want to unite with you. They want to come together with you. And they actually already feel like you guys are really connected. They see a future for the two of you. You guys are both going to be experiencing a lot of coincidences. That is going to be what's going to tell you that, yeah, this reading is speaking true to your situation. They want you to give them a chance, give the relationship a chance. They want to give you a chance. They just want to have the ability to explore this. And one thing that you can do to help this is just really come into your power. Okay? You have a lot of power in this situation. All right, we're going to be moving on to the golden cat's eye. Okay? So those of you who picked the golden cat's eye, how do they feel about you? Oh, golden memories. Empathy. Inner peace. And retreat. Okay, guys. In case it's not clear to you, you guys are dealing with an introvert here. All right? A lot of their feelings towards you focuses on what they think about when they are in the inside. Basically, when they are meditating, when they are in a retreat state. Okay, they are going to be feeling the strongest towards you when basically they're by themselves. Now, that doesn't mean that they don't want to be with you. It just means that this person like pines away at you. They really treasure the memories they have with you. And this golden memories, it's like divine memories. These are like when they think about all the different interactions that you guys have had, they just feel like that's just been really, really special. And it's almost like they want to make it into something, they want to continue to have those, and they want to make that into something else, something stronger. They feel and understand the emotions of you. They understand your emotions. They don't blame you for any of your emotions, or they don't feel uncomfortable with that. So what you're feeling for them is requited. It is something that they are sensitive to and that they feel as well. When we talk about empathy, we're not just talking about their ability to understand you, it's also their ability to understand you through their own heart. And inner peace, this is actually something that is a real good thing, okay? I see so many times with my clients, either the clients or the person they're asking about is just overthinking, or they're trying to kind of wrestle with their heart and their head, and this person feels peaceful when they're talking, when they're thinking about you. When they're around you, they feel at peace. So their heart and their head are perfectly lined up. Okay, this card was meant to be a guide for what your next course of action should be. But the way that it came up in this reading, it looks like it's just kind of doubling down on the idea that this person's very introverted. They get a lot of energy by being by themselves, and they might seem like they're not. They might seem like they're not as interested just because they don't express that maybe the way that most people would. They just kind of, mull over things and think about things. They're not as loud with their feelings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and draw a clarifying card for you guys. so that you will know, basically, what can you do to strengthen this bond, if that's what you want to do. What can you do to bring this into the physical in a much more positive way? All right, trust. It's a great one. Just trust that this is real. Trust it's going to happen. Trust in the universe. Just trust in spirit. Trust in God. Know that this person feels good about you. They might not be as vocal about it as you'd like, at least in the now, but they really do feel good about you. And let me go ahead and find out. Are they in love with you? Do they love you? How do they feel? How do they feel about romantic love? How do they feel? How do they feel? Sorry, guys. Okay. Spontaneity. Okay, what you'll find out is that, yes, they do care about you. They do feel love for you, a version of it. It's kind of a new feeling. So they're not completely, I can't say uncomfortable about this. I can't say that they're not completely comfortable with it, but it's like, it's still fresh for them. And so when they do come forward and tell you, because they're going to tell you themselves, I'm sorry, they'll do it in a really kind of spontaneous and fun way. You might even feel like it's a little out of character for them, but they will be telling you how they feel. So just going over all of these again, they really treasure the time that they've spent with you so far. They feel the same way as you do. If you want to know how they feel at any time, think about how you feel about them. That's how they feel about you. It's like they instantly know how you're feeling. They're good at reading people too. But yeah, they know how you're feeling, and they feel it too through their heart. When they do express their loving feelings towards you, it's gonna be kind of playful, or maybe a little out of nowhere. That's okay. I personally think that this is the best card in this entire reading. The fact that their heart and their head are in the same place, that's what you want to look for. That is what tells you that this relationship is not holding any kind of conflicts for this person or for you. This person feels completely fine in this situation. And this, with the retreat card, just kind of shows that they do spend a lot more time, I suppose, fantasizing or thinking about you more, thinking about where this relationship's going, than they do actually telling you about what they think about that. But that's okay. You know, that's just kind of their personality. They will tell you, again. And the advice for you is just trust. Just trust in this relationship. Know that it is going somewhere. So you guys totally got it. This is fine. This is great. So look for that expression. It should come relatively soon. All right. So those of you who picked blue, this is your reading. How do they feel about you? How do they feel? How does this person feel? We've got an earth connection to you. You are transforming them. They feel transformed. They're changing because of you. They're becoming more aware. This makes sense. They're becoming more aware of their life purpose. And again, these all go together so well. They're experiencing some new beginnings. Okay? So, this Earth Connection card comes up a lot, and I really don't want to get into what this means based on different kinds of religions. I try to stay away from that. But the Earth Connection card in this reading shows that the two of you were basically supposed to meet. So you can look at this as a soulmate connection, or you can look at it as it's something that was intended for you in your life. So first off, this person is supposed to be in your life, but you pretty much don't want to know that. You want to know how they feel. How do they feel? They feel like they're very connected to you. They feel that there is just something a little bit more about you versus other people that they've been around. Sorry, I'm going to go ahead and move this out of the way. And how does that make them feel that when they're around you? They feel transformed. You use the power of love to move through illusions and shift into awareness. They are learning a lot about themselves through you. Life purpose, okay? They feel like you not only could be the reason for their life. And I'm not trying at all to diminish any kind of way that they feel, but it's almost like this innocent, almost puppy love. And I'm not saying that like it's not real. I'm just saying it that it's almost like they're overly dramatic in the way that they're viewing you. Like you could be the one. You really could. But yes, they feel like, if anything else, it was purposeful for them to meet you, feel connected to you, so that they could go through this transformation. Okay, so they do feel like there's something about your relationship that has that fingerprint of God written on it. And the advice to you is this is a new beginning for you. So this is not only transformative for them, but it's transformative for you. And the question though is, how do they feel? And I want to go ahead and pull some clarifier cards so you guys can get a stronger understanding of how they feel. So what is something you can do to bring this relationship closer? What can you do to bring this relationship closer? Okay. Truth and integrity. Just be yourself. Don't ever misrepresent who you are. Be who you are. They need to see you. It's okay to be vulnerable with them. They're not going to take advantage of that. That's the best way, because that just is going to reinforce that there's this life purpose connection. This is going to just reinforce that earth connection, and that transformation will continue to happen. You know, you'll get to the next level. And I'm going to go ahead and ask another clarifying. Oh, I got a jumper. Are they in love with you? Are they in love with you? Is this person moving towards being in love with the viewer? Is this person in love with the viewer? Okay. Kindness. This is good. They want to be able to share acts of kindness with you. So from what I'm getting here, their act of kindness towards you, they feel a very, very, very strong friendship and a very, very strong relationship with you. I think that this just needs to go through some kind of transformation. So it's getting there, okay? You guys are obviously connected. You both recognize that. They recognize it, you recognize it, okay? They know that something new is about to happen. It's just that in this whole situation, the two of you are going to transform from knowing each other to being that person for each other. And the way that you can make sure that this happens is through being yourself, being vulnerable. Okay, and then, so this was a jumping card, okay? So this is kind of a special message. Okay, this is just something that you guys really need to know. You guys really need to know this. Through the power of love, you release any stagnant situations or energy in order to transform your heart space. So there's some work still that needs to be done, possibly on both of your sides. Since we're asking about the other person, this most likely speaks just to them, that there's some things that they need to let go of. I'm not getting that it's another person. I'm just getting that there's just kind of old habits and old beliefs and that kind of thing that they need to release in order to completely transform. But again, I think it's almost redundant, but it's almost like it's almost like you just really need to be clear that by coming together on Earth and having this really strong connection with each other, you're transforming each other and letting go of those ideas that aren't serving the relationship and that kind of thing. That's what gets you to a point where they're actually expressing themselves with you. So in order to create something really new out of this, and in order to create a new relationship out of this, just be yourself. You don't have to, you don't need to do anything more than what you're already doing. All right? So you guys just hang in there, be yourself, and you'll see this whole relationship, it's gonna transform. It's gonna get so much better than the way it is even now. So you guys, you're stuck together for a while, and I do believe that this new beginning speaks to a stronger relationship. All right. Last but certainly not least, we're going to do the clear quartz crystal. How does this person feel about you? Oh, they dream about you. That's always a good thing. That is always a good thing. Discernment. They're, when they first met you, they were a little scared. They were almost really scared. There's something about you that scared them a little bit. Feel like it's kind of intimidation. But they're starting to realize that's feeling scared actually is really that love feeling. So they're feeling kind of turned over, kind of like everything's just kind of all jumbled. But they recognize that fear was coming from their feelings of vulnerability. Okay. All right, the distorted masculine. This is about them. They're afraid that you're seeing them as somebody that doesn't have good intentions, and they really don't want to come across like this. Okay, so this is speaking to again those fears in their relationship with you. They don't want you to think, for example, like you're like they're a player, or that they're just messing around, or that this is just a game to them, or anything like that. They want to make sure that they communicate to you that they're not just this kind of aggressive, businessy, violent. I'm just throwing out all of the all of those masculine traits that we find as more negative. They don't want you to think that they're a bad person, basically. They want you to see that they have good intentions towards you. Why does that have anything to do with how they feel about you? It's because they feel scared and intimidated when they're around you. That's not a reflection on you. That is a complete reflection on them and their own psyche that's coming through their dreams. And advice to you, this seems like it's not related, but it is. It is so related. Advice to you: spend some time in nature. Basically, just be in the moment. Focus on the way that the world changes, cycles that you see in nature, and spend some time outside, breathing in some fresh air. Do some things for yourself, because as you just explore the world yourself, you'll find that this person's subconscious is working for the relationship. Okay, it's very common for a person who's attracted to another person to start dreaming about them a lot. Now, I'm not saying that just because you dream about somebody that you're meant to be. I'm not saying that. But coming up in this reading specifically with the questions we're asking, these dreams indicate that their subconscious is like trying to push them forward, and I do believe that they will come forward. Let's go ahead and pull some clarifying cards for you guys, because I want to make sure that your question's fully answered. So, any advice for you? Advice for the viewer here? We want to know, how does this person feel? What can the viewer know to figure that out? How does this person feel? What does this person feel? How does this person feel? All right. Abundance. They feel, okay. They see nothing but good things coming from you, okay? They feel like their life is about to get much better because they know you. And about another clarifying card for what are they going to do? What are they going to do? What are they going to express to you when they tell you how they're feeling? Because they will. They will tell you how they're feeling. So how is that going to come out? What will that look like? What will it look like when this person tells them how they feel? Oh, right here. Freedom. Okay. This really goes with this. They're releasing any self-imposed restrictions or perceived limitations. Really think about that word, perceived limitations. Just because you perceive something doesn't mean it's true. Through the loving energy of openness. So what they're going to do is that when they tell you how they feel about you, they're going to be saying, look, I'm really open to this. This is a person that's very honest. And when they come forward with you, you'll find that they're so much more mature than a lot of people that you've come across. They're aware of their shadow side, is what Carl Jung would say. They're aware of their shadow side. They're aware that they have they make mistakes. This isn't somebody that's going to be hard on themselves or that's going to let any kinds of fears hold them back. They're just being cautious right now, and that's it. Okay, because I mean, really, you kind of spooked them when they first met you, and there was just a lot of connection there. I mean, they were really floored. They couldn't believe it. And that was kind of scary for them. That was hard on them, okay? And because that was hard on them, they weren't able to kind of jump on it right away. And that doesn't come from fear involved in the relationship. It just comes from like, wow, this person, I don't want to mess up here. And they're about to give themselves permission to be more open with you and be more free with how they feel to you. So what you can do, spend some time in nature. I know that might seem like it's not related, but basically when you spend time in nature, you're focusing on something else. You're spending time thinking about the moment. You're spending time in an energy that's very natural. And as you bring that natural energy inside of you, this whole situation will transform into a situation that will start feeling more natural for both you and this other person. But this other person, they're thinking about you a lot. And when they're not thinking about you, they're dreaming of you. So you guys are fine. You guys are fine. This is definitely something that could be really great for both of you. Right? So, thank you for listening.